Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Patriots Real Time Podcast. I'm your host, Theo Now, joined alongside Austin Ray. And today, on episode 21 of the PRT, we are talking Patriots ROMs. 1 o'clock tomorrow, Gillette Stadium. I'll be there. Austin won't. But let's get right into it. Let's start off with the big news. Number one, Tyquan Thornton. He's out of here. Austin, when you got the notification, when you got the information, what was going through your head?
Look, we have a depth. We have deep depth in our wide receiver room. We got a lot of guys and
Okay, let's call it like this. You got bodies in your wide receiver room. I wouldn't call them depth. I would call them bodies.
Yeah,
All of them suck.
Well said. And I'd say that Tyquan Thornton was the least body of the bodies. So, yeah,
I mean, he was the lightest. I think we can say that.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I just say he was the guy. I think he was the extra guy. It doesn't surprise me that he's the one to go.
Yeah, didn't surprise me either. Most people thought he wasn't going to make it out of camp before camp started. Then he was hyped up by the team, by the media, by whatever you want to call him. Whatever you want to call it, I guess. And he makes the team, and then he's inactive for 4 of the 10 games that the Patriots have played. And I think he only has 6 catches on the year, 4 or 6 or something like that, with like 50 yards. He had a good opening game. He had 2 or 3 catches in that game for 30 yards, but since then he's been terrible. And yeah, it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't surprise me. The only other guy that I think has a chance to be cut this year is KJ Osborne, but we saw the snap count go up to 32 snaps last week, and they said Kendrick Bourne's going to play more. If Kendrick Bourne shows out, Kayshon Boutte continues to do what he does. You get a little action from Javon Baker and Jalen Polk. And then Demario Douglas just continues to be good. Yeah, be Demario Douglas. Then I could see KJ Osborne being run out of Foxborough by the end of the season, barring any injuries. But other news, Christian Barmore taken off the NFI list. He will be back for Sunday's game against the Rams. Austin, thoughts on that?
That's a game changer. We need him. Like, our defense, I mean, they've been playing better, but they've been pretty lackluster this season. And having him back, that's gonna be game changing, man.
Yep, I made a post on it on Instagram a few weeks ago, maybe last week too. Perfect timing, but I was talking about how much he improves your defense. It was before the Bears game, and they went out there and they stopped the run and they rushed the passer, 9 total sacks, and with Barmore, that sack total is gonna increase. Obviously, you're not gonna get 9 sacks again in a game unless the offensive line is beat up like that Bears offensive line. But yeah, Barmore's a game changer, like you said. He's an elite. He's probably the best player on the team. I think we can say that. Better than Gonzalez, but yeah, I want to talk about Barmore's role real quick though, because Taylor Kyles actually brought this up. Taylor Kyles of CLNS Media. He will be on the podcast soon. We haven't reached out or anything like that, but I'm just assuming. But yeah, so he practiced on Thursday. He might have practiced on Wednesday. I couldn't tell you. Maybe. Austin maybe could, but probably not. But on Thursday, usually when you install your third down defense. And Gerard Mayo talks about him having a third down package. So we probably will only see Barmore on third down, and maybe if it gets really close towards the end of the game, full time, first down, second down, third down, fourth down if need be. But yeah, I think Barmore, majority of the game, he will be on third down and third down only. So Austin, what do you think about Barmore having a limited role in his first game back?
Real quick, Christian Barmore, it doesn't show anything about Wednesday, but he was actually limited on Thursday. He did not play on Friday.
That's true. He didn't practice on Friday, which is why I'm thinking Thursday is why I'm thinking third down defense.
I
is the
get
role.
what you're saying.
Yeah, there was no need to push it on Friday, and it's almost guaranteed he's playing because he was removed from the NFI list. They could have kept him on there.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think coming back right now, only on third down, that makes sense. I mean, yes, he's our best player, but he's been out for a long time, and you need to give him that sort of like slow, gradual, what's it called? I just
ramp up period.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. You just need to like slowly get him back into the game instead of just throwing him back in.
Yeah, I completely agree. You don't want a freak accident. Obviously, dealing with a serious injury, medical diagnosis, I guess you could call it, blood clots. That's serious. That's nothing to um, underestimate. That's not the right word, but
Laugh
that's a
about.
big injury. But let's get into the Patriots injury report, the Rams injury report as well. I'll start it off because I think Austin started off recently. I'll read you the Patriots injury report. Alex Austin, cornerback with an ankle injury, questionable. No players ruled out, by the way, so all these guys questionable. Christian Barmore, he has returned. We talked about it. Blood clots. Daniel Aquale, yep, with an abdomen injury. Kyle Duggar, a guy that hasn't played in 3 weeks, 2 weeks? No, 3 weeks. With an ankle injury, continues to be on the injury report. Christian Ellis ruled out last week with an abdomen injury. Vidarian Lowe, tackle, your left tackle, pretty important. He's always on the list, I think. Austin dropped something. With a shoulder injury. And then we got 2 neck injuries with Marte Mapu and Jacqueline Roy. I kind of categorize those guys in the same boat because they're both emerging stars. Not stars, but emerging players. Maybe Mapu a star. Sione Takitaki with a knee injury. Linebacker depth, we've talked about it. It's limited. And then Dietrich Wise with a foot injury. I don't expect Wise to play. He is questionable. He might, but I don't think he will play. He left last week's game early, and I don't believe he returned. Like I mentioned, Kyle Duggar could be back. And Yannick Ngakoue also could be playing for this defense. Thoughts on the injury report and the Patriots having 3 solid defenders potentially come back?
Every week the Patriots have a deep injury report, but the defense, yes, we're getting Barmore back, but as you said, he's limited, and losing out on more key defenders, that's gonna hurt us because as we pretty much said this entire podcast, the defense is lackluster this season, and the more guys are always out, and the more that these big names are out, the more this defense is gonna play bad.
Okay, yeah. I don't know how many guys are out. I was kind of talking about players coming back actually. Not.
Oh, I just completely misunderstood you. That's my bad.
No, I was talking about Ngakoue, Barmore, and Duggar
Oh
potentially
yeah.
being back for the Patriots this week.
I thought you were saying like Isaiah Bolden, Kyle Duggar, and like Christian Ellis on the list. I don't know. Those are
Did I even say I don't even think Isaiah Bolden's injured.
I don't know. Yeah, no. He's I don't know. But yeah, no, that's big. I completely changed my opinion.
Yeah.
'Cause, we need him.
Yeah, you do. We do. Rams injury report.
All right, so real quick, 2 big things that jumped out. Rob Havenstein,
Out.
their starting right tackle, is out, and his backup, Joe Noteboom, the backup right tackle is doubtful.
Doubtful.
So they're on to their 3rd string right tackle, which is
Not great.
that could be fun. That could be fun for us.
Yeah, except DeMontre Jacobs is probably worse than their 3rd string tackle. So,
Probably.
I mean, they're good. Yeah. Actually, they're not that good. They're 4-5, but they're a better team than the Patriots.
We'll beat them. So continuing on with the injury report, we have Neville Gallimore, nose tackle, who is out. Charles Woods, cornerback, who is out. Byron Young, offensive. Wow. Linebacker, who's questionable.
Offensive linebacker. Wow.
I don't know what just happened. Josh Wallace, cornerback, questionable. Cam Curl, safety, will play. Kobe Turner, defensive edge, will play. And Quentin Lake, safety, will play.
Yeah, there's not many guys that stick out to me there. I don't know most of those guys' names. I'm also a casual NFL fan, as one of my friends will say. But yeah. Okay. Biggest threat. Let's move on. There wasn't much on the injury report. We kind of got to the news, so let's go straight into biggest threat. How about actually let's lay out the rest of the podcast because we kind of didn't do that. So we're going biggest threat next. Then we're gonna go score prediction. Then Austin has some trivia planned, I think, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how many, 5 we had or 4 or something like that.
I think we got 5.
5. All right, we got 5. So that's how it's gonna go. I'll go first with my biggest threat. My first one, Kyron Williams, running back. He's got 8 total touchdowns on the year. 2 receiving, 8 rushing, 664 yards. And he's not a guy that's going to get explosive runs. His longest run on the year is 30 yards. He's going to pound you. He's going to take the ball. He's going to have 20 carries a game, and he's just going to run it down your throat. And that's the type of guy that the Patriots struggle against. I guarantee you Kyren Williams probably gets his longest run of the year tomorrow against the Patriots because they're just going to be worn down. Hopefully Barmore helps that. But first and second down, they're going to be converting on first and second down, running the football a lot. Yeah. He's also a threat out of the backfield to catch the football, like I said, 2 touchdowns, 25 receptions, and a $136 in the air. So he's a good running back. He's one of the best you've faced, and you've done worse against worse, or you've, hold on. Bad running backs. Worse running backs have done better against the Patriots than Kyren Williams. So what was one of your biggest threats, Austin?
Yeah, you said it perfectly. One of my biggest threats was Kyren Williams as well. He's on my fantasy team, so I love him. But he's gonna cook us. You said it perfectly. We've done worse. We've played bad against worse running backs, and he's a good running back, and he's just gonna run through us.
Yep, run down your throat. That's the type of guy he is, and yeah, it's not gonna be fun to watch that. But this is my second guy. He is fun to watch. He's not gonna be fun to watch from a Patriots standpoint, but this guy is defensive end Jared Verse, rookie defensive end Jared Verse. 4.5 sacks on the year. He's one of the best young pass rushers in the league. He's got 11 tackles for loss. I think he's got like 45 sack yards, which I'm not sure is good or not, but I think it's good. 23 tackles on the year, 23 solo tackles on the year. So he's a hell of a player. He's better than anyone the Patriots have, and he's going to terrorize Demontre Jacobs and a banged-up Vidarian Lowe. So it's not going to be fun to watch that. Austin, second. Biggest threat.
My second's Puka Nacua. So
Like
yeah, I know Matthew Stafford. He had a bad game last week. But he's still a great quarterback. And Puka Nacua is a great wide receiver. I never like to choose the wide receiver ones for the other team because Christian Gonzalez will lock them down.
There we go. There he is.
What?
Gonzo.
Oh yeah. Christian Gonzalez will lock them down, so I'm going with Puka Nacua. He's a fast guy with great hands, and yeah.
Yeah, Christian Gonzalez, great corner. Puka Nacua going against Marcus Jones, not going to be fun to watch. So, yeah. Let's stay on the topic of cornerbacks. Quinyon Mitchell, Thursday Night Football, locked up Terry McLaurin. Only 2 receptions for McLaurin. He ran cardio. He was 2021 Nelson Aguilar. He just ran cardio all game long. Quinyon Mitchell strapped him up. He's going to be a really good corner in the league. He's probably not going to be as good as Christian Gonzalez, but he could be. And there's going to be a lot of young corners coming in to the league. So anyway, shout out Quinyon Mitchell, Eagles cornerback if you don't know who he is. Yeah, let's get into score prediction. Before we do some trivia, you can go first, Austin, because I've gone first the other time.
So I have Patriots winning 21-13. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's gonna be, yeah, our defense is a little banged up, but like you said, we got a lot of guys coming back, and I think we're gonna be able to sort of hold them down. And I think that Drake May is gonna play pretty good coming off a win. I think this team's gonna be fired up, and we're gonna be ready to go out and beat the Rams.
Yeah. No, I disagree. I think that this is going to be one of those games that we saw in 2020 where the better team wins, and it's not going to be fun to watch. The Rams dominated that 2020 game. I think they're going to dominate this game even more. The Patriots coming off a win. They haven't won off a win in the last 2 years. They haven't won back-to-back games since 2022. 38-0 Rams. This is the game that Drake May has his bad rookie day. I don't know. I just think Drake May's due for a bad game, and you're probably wondering why, because I think he's a good quarterback, but I was going to say he's Drake May, but in college, the consensus with Drake May was that he's going to throw a lot of picks. We've seen that, and I think all the picks are just going to come together in one game. He'll have a good week next week. This is going to be the game that we're like, ooh, this is bad. But I think he'll be able to respond from it, and I'll still be there supporting him after this game. So yeah, let's get into the trivia now. We're 15 minutes in.
I feel bad that you're going to this game now. I didn't know I could do that. After your prediction, I feel bad that you're going to this game.
No, why? I'll have a fun time eating my peanut M&Ms.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And they're gonna win anyways. I only pick the Rams because every time I pick the other team, they win. Okay. Anyways,
we're going on a 7-0 run for the next.
7-0, 10-7, making the playoffs, Super Bowl. That's where we're coming.
Yeah.
2. Yeah. Okay.
All right, time for some trivia. We got 5 questions for Theo right here. These are I'd say there's probably two easier ones, and the rest are hard.
Okay, I'm
So
nervous.
let's start off with number 1. What college did Yannick Ngakoue go to?
There's not a shot in hell I get this. I have no idea. I'm gonna go West Virginia.
University of Maryland.
Fuck. Oh shit, I can't swear. Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna try to edit that out. I don't know how to do all that. So next question: how old is Joe Giles Harris?
Bro. 25? 24. 26. Oh, I swear.
Okay, guys, this entire section might get removed. Moving on. Who was Drake May's high school coach?
Bro, I don't know. Okay, what's his initials?
SC.
Steve Carroll.
Yeah, no, Scott Chadwick.
I'm gonna go 0 for 5.
How many total field goals has Joey Sly made in his career?
In his career?
Yeah.
I don't even know when he was a rookie. Can you tell me his rookie year?
I can in 5 seconds.
let me guess, like 2019, 2020, was that his rookie year?
His rookie year was 2019.
167.
132.
Okay.
166 is his total field goals attempt.
That was
So
close.
that was close. All right.
He
What
was
is Del Pettis' salary?
Bro, I think I know this. $800,000 a year.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
1 for 5.
1 for
What?
5.
What's the actual salary? 880.
That's his guaranteed. So that's what he's gonna get. He's gonna get 800,000. I don't know the exact. I didn't go that deep into research.
Okay. Great. 1 for 5. Not great,
1 for 5.
but
Might have to do some editing.
yeah, it's okay. Okay. Anyways, I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Patriots, Rams tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Patriots gonna get the win. Per Austin, not per me. We'll see you. Well, actually, follow me on Patriots 3. Follow Austin Ray. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Patriots Real Time. We'll see you on episode 22, on Monday.